Welcome back to the Opinion Spot, everybody. It's me, once again, Mount Vernon Kid, aka Chris. Coming back to you with another segment. Hope everybody's well on their end. You know my usual stick. Always just showing respect to everybody out there. Today's segment is basically a response to a friend of mine here on YouTube. He hails from the Windy City, Chi-Town. Much respect. ZipBlock. Check out his channel. And he did a video a while back where he was talking about anime manga versus comic books and cartoons. And I really didn't give my opinion on it, so he came back and said, I would like to see you do a segment of the Opinion Spot on my subject that I did. And like I always said, people, feel free to give your request for a segment of the Opinion Spot, just like you guys give your requests for comic tributes that I do. I hope everybody, and speaking of comic tributes, I hope everybody enjoyed the Shadowhawk, a character that I really felt that needed some buzz. So I just wanted to give that out. So stay tuned for the next tribute. If you haven't watched it yet, I do recommend you watch it. But as for the subject, so let's get into it, right? First and foremost, the land of the rising sun, Japan, which I make it my goal in life to get to that country someday. And the land of the free United States of America have been exporting and importing their products to each other for a long time, and that includes anime and comics, period. And some people don't like anime. I have friends and family that don't like it. Most of my friends and family, their main part is like, anime gets away with a lot. They can do whatever they want, and it's no problem. Unlike here in America, where cartoons are kind of restricted a little bit, But, and I'm not saying that everybody has to like anime, because I'm not gonna judge anybody that doesn't like anime, Even the friends that I do have, they're still my friends. I still like them, and even if they don't like anime, But as for the anime, a prime example of success from Japan, an export from Japan to America, would have to be Power Rangers. If you watched it in the 90s, like I did, and I remember I was about maybe 10, maybe 13, I could be wrong. I remember watching, I'm like, that was pretty interesting. But I saw that it was a mesh of the original, and they used the American actors and actresses, and they combined it together, which is okay. I didn't mind that. And it went on for what, 20-something seasons? 20-plus seasons. So that's showing right there that the popular kids love it. I have little cousins that love the show, still to this day, and I have grown friends that still watch it to this day. But even then, during that time, you had, The Masked Rider and VR Troopers and all these other shows that was just trying to live off the buzz of Power Rangers. And here in New York, where I'm from, Fox used to show Ultraman, who is basically a classic in Japan. They went on, but that Ultraman was a prime example of basically it didn't transcend right here in America, so Fox let it go. They were no question about it. But another prime example, there's many successes of Japanese imports here in America that is successful. the DBZ world, Akira Toriyama-san's creation. Now, I've watched everything DBZ related, from Dragon Ball when it first came out. I mean, let's face it, Dragon Ball first came out in 1987. And I watched that, and I loved it. I watched all 160 plus episodes, plus the 4 movies. Then Z comes out, which continues Goku, older Goku, and his son, and everybody else around him. And watched all 290 plus episodes of that, plus the 13 movies. And I can go on right now and tell you which movies I love the most, but I'm not going to really do that too much. Feel free to ask if you want. And then to GT, which in some people's eyes wasn't very successful because it only had 64 episodes and really not a movie. It had a TV special which showed Goku's great-great-grandson, that you saw at the end of GT when Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. were about to fight, and you see older Pan watching them. So that's a prime example of success. But as for a movie-wise, and I think a lot of people wanted my opinion on the movie. I did not see it. I didn't want to see it. And I'm surprised that it was directed by a an Oriental or Asian director. So I figured it would stay true to what it was. But it didn't. And it had the great Chow Yun-fat. For all those who know Chow Yun-fat, movies like he played his famous character Tequila in Hard Boiled. Great movie. I love it. Chow Yun-fat is a great actor, and he played Master Roshi. But I was just so surprised to see that Akira Toriyama-san would allow this garbage, okay? And I'm watching basically ReelsChannel.com when the movie came out, and they started asking people who watched the movie, and they're saying, "Oh, it was great. It was a new twist on the DBZ world. Oh wow." Girls come out and say, "Oh, the boy who played Goku was cute. I loved it. I'm a huge fan of DBZ." In my eyes, guys, basically, these people were paid off to say good things about this movie. Because at one point, I saw one guy come out, and it looked like he was basically wanted to just say, this was a piece of crap. I don't know why it was done. Who gave it the green light to do? But it just was like, wow. But as for cartoons that are, or let me just put it like this. The Iron Man anime that's coming out soon looks great. The teaser trailer looked great. The Wolverine, I'm a little on edge about, because like my friend Zip said, I thought they were really going to do Wolverine's time in Japan, where he is trained in the ways of the samurai. He's trained by Orgong, and he meets Mariko, and he falls in love with her, and Silver Samurai gets involved, everything like that. I'm thinking that's what it was going to be. And I'm seeing a wild, feral guy fighting ninjas and demons. Now, I know Marvel is also giving up some of their other characters, like Blade. And later on, there is going to be an X-Men anime. Now, if you don't know, there was an anime X-Men out in Japan that was based on the 90s cartoon. If you don't believe me, I got the opening of it in my X-Men tributes. But as far as that's concerned, those look great. I mean, like Zip said, Japan's known for doing great mechs. My favorites, Gundam, Neon Genesis. Geez, I can go on and on. Robotech was great. But as far as the versus joint between the two, I don't see any difference, just like Zip. I really don't. I mean, I do see some, like, in some way, like, they're just showing a lot of more respect, both for, but in some way I don't see a difference. But as for movies, and I think Zip wanted to know about this, how I felt. Movies based on animes. I mean, let's face it. They tried. Let's see. How can I put it? Okay. Right now, we're going to see a Cowboy Bebop movie.